Ba-dum-bum-bum, bring me a dream. Da-dum-bum-bum, make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Nick Sandman has returned. The MAGA kid, the MAGA teen at Covington High School, who was accosted by Native American Nathan Phillips. Now, we all know about this story, and we all know how the mainstream media completely lied about these children, claiming that they harassed this poor Native American man when in reality he came up to them, and the kids themselves were being harassed by the black Israelites. So guess what? They're going to strike back. The Sandman returns, and he's returning with a possible libel lawsuit. Boom! Covington High School student lawyers prepare for possible libel fight. Release video of the truth. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious. And we're going to take a look at this story as well as look at the letter that they sent out detailing exactly what their charges are, what they're requesting from all the people who defamed them, who committed libel against these poor students, as well as the video of truth. Now, I don't know why they put the truth in quotation marks because it's actually the truth. It's what happened. Do the Covington Catholic High School students have a case to sue for libel? Of course they do. Of absolutely course. They lied. The mainstream media lied. Everybody lied. Anyways, I'm a little hyper right now, so bear with me. More than 50 media organizations, celebrities, and politicians were sent letters from lawyers representing the Covington Catholic High School student, seen in a controversial viral video. The first step in the possible libel and defamation lawsuit, cha-ching. And the teen's legal team also released a 15-minute video that they say shows the truth about his interactions at the last month's March for Life. Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat, Massachusetts, actors Elisa Milano and Jim Carrey, media organizations like CNN, the New York Times, and the Washington Post, and the dioceses of Covington were among the dozens recently sent preservation letters, the text of which advised the parties not to destroy any documents in connection with the case. The Cincinnati Enquirer first reported on Friday the initial list of organizations, and attorney Todd McMurdy confirmed to Fox News on Monday that more organizations or individuals could also receive letters.
It's an enormous pool of possible defendants, he said.
Adding only one party had responded to the letter, though he did not say which. Yeah, of course, they're trying to dodge it. A bunch of people have deleted their tweets, deleted all the evidence of them calling for harassment and evil and pain and suffering for these children. All those threats, all of those attacks. Unfortunately, if it's on the internet, it lives forever. Bum, 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 bum. Take a look here at Ron Perlman. He's that famous actor. I believe he played Hellboy. Not really sure. But let's see what he had to say.
Always some mother effer on the internet telling me I ain't seeing what I'm saying.
Yeah, telling you the truth. Telling you that you're being lied to and not to be an idiot and to look at the evidence before you come to a conclusion. Little white itches in red hats symbolizing the lowest impulses there are. F 'em. And of course, this was, I believe, in response to Tapper. At Reason, video footage strongly contradicts Native American veteran Nathan Phillips' claim that Covington High School students harassed him. The media got this one completely wrong. So, even the mainstream cuck media is telling this famous celebrity that he's wrong. And look exactly at what Ron Perlman has done. And he even posts about it. Now, I don't know if a letter was sent to him, but let's see what he says.
This morning I did something I very rarely do. I deleted one of my tweets. It's the last one I posted in reference to the skirmish between the minors and the elders. What we need less of in this country are the deep divisions that rip apart our emotions, but we need more of is to start rowing on the same boat. But let me be clear, and this is what was behind my initial vitriol. That boat needs to represent decency, compassion, tolerance, and an essential regard for the values that young men and women died for in defense of this nation.
So he pulled, I'm actually a patriot. A complete lie, because he's not, clearly. He attacks young students. It's very clear, too, he's being kind of racist, calling the students white, as if that has anything to do with anything. Of course, in this day and age, the far left likes to weaponize skin color, and they like to be racist. And for some reason, people don't think it's racist when it's against white people. But, that's insane. So he deleted his tweets. So if he was sent one of these letters, then he effed up, because he was not supposed to delete
anything. Fortunately for us, it's we have the screenshots. And of course, I'm sure that people took screenshots of all the things that other people said. Mick Murdy of the Hemmer DeFrank Wessels law firm in Fort Michelle, Kentucky, is part of the legal team representing Nick Sandman, the Kentucky teenager, vilified online after a viral video widely misrepresented him, allegedly harassing a Native American man following a pro-life demonstration on January 18th. So, it goes on to talk about the story, and yeah, they're potentially going to sue. Now, we also have the preservation letter that was sent out to a bunch of people and a list of the people they sent it to, some of them at least, and of course the video of truth. We'll take a quick look at all of them. So here's the letter, Tom V. McMurdy, February 1st, 2019. Dear whoever, our law firm represents the family of Nick Sandman regarding the unfortunate incident in Washington, D.C. on January 18th, 2019. Here it's saying, please preserve all information that may be relevant to the Sandman matter. If our clients pursue litigation, we intend to serve the blank with discovery requests to access your computer networks and systems, and to seek the production of relevant documents and communications. Essentially, it's defining what they mean by document, all writings or recordings of any form, pictures, etc. The term communication means, communication. So here it's saying, preserve all this. Basically, all communications concerning Nick Sandman and this incident. Anyways, this is big news because it means that they have a case. They completely have a case to sue these people for libel and defamation. Now, who's on this juicy list? That's what I want to know. Let's check it out. Oh boy, okay. The list of entities that letters were sent to includes the Washington Post, the New York Times, Cable News Network, CNN, The Guardian, National Public Radio, TMZ, Atlantic Media, Capitol Hill Publishing, yada 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 yada. A lot of people are on this list. HBO, Bill Maher, Warner Media, GQ, Heavy.com, The Atlantic, The Hill, Bustle, Elizabeth Warren, Kathy Griffin, and yes, my friends, even Jim Carrey, among others. So as you can see, there's plainly a lot of people on this list. Kathy Griffin is one of them. I believe she made threats. She tried to dox these kids. She called for Twitter to dox these children, to harass them, and to destroy their lives. And Jim Carrey, of course, he's an absolute cuck. I mean, it's really sad to see him degrade mentally, as he has in the past decade. He's really lost his mind. And he's really on this high horse where he thinks he's found enlightenment. It's typical of all these celebrities. They start getting old and they're not content with being rich and being elite and being, above everyone else. So they have to start preaching and get on their high horse, say how they're better than you and how they know everything. But Jim Carrey's an idiot. He doesn't know anything about anything. He doesn't know what's going on in the world. He's stuck with the far left like a lot of them. So now we finally reach the pinnacle of Sandman's return. A video released by L. Linwood PC, and it details exactly what happened. Nick Sandman, the truth in 15 minutes.
On January 18th, 2019, in Washington, D.C., the very first Indigenous Peoples March was scheduled at the same time as the 47th Annual March for Life. Students from Kentucky's all-boy Covington Catholic High School were instructed to meet on the stairs of the Lincoln Memorial to await their bus home. Many of the boys were wearing Make America Great Again hats, which were acceptable attire for the pro-life event they had just attended. A few yards away were 5 black men who identified as Hebrew Israelites. This known hate group was already preaching racial slurs at indigenous marchers.
You're not supposed to worship eagles, buffaloes,
that's right,
rams,
right.
all types of animals.
That's right.
This is the reason why the Lord took away your land. Indian means savage. You know where that name came from? You know where that name came from? It came from the so-called white man. Indian means savage, brother.
I don't know where you got that from.
Look it up, brother.
I did look it up. I'm a historian.
You'll find it out for yourself.
This is the problem, Israel. There's always our women thinking they can come and distract things with their loud ass mouth because they not used to dealing with no real men. You nigga, get your old Uncle Tom ass out of here.
That's the damn Uncle Tomahawk.
That's right.
That's Uncle Tom's. You're Uncle Tomahawk.
That's right.
Got your head up the white man's ass.
Curious, a few of the Covington students moved closer to hear what the Israelites were saying.
Bring y'all crack ass up here and make a statement. Tell them come over here in the lion's den. You little dirty ass crackers, your day coming.
Without incident, the boys returned to their group, which was expanding as more students arrived at their meeting spot. The Israelites did not stop.
On the back of your dollar bill, it says, "In God we trust," but you give faggots rights. The Bible condemns homosexuality, man.
They're still humans.
This is a bunch of future school shooters.
How are you gonna tell somebody to go to shoot up a school? That's like.
Yeah, so as you can plainly see, the black Israelites who, honestly, maybe we should do a video on them too, to see what they're all about, because they're kind of crazy, are harassing these students, harassing them clearly.
That's racist,
North
bro.
American, when you get old enough, they're gonna steal your organs.
Whoa, hey, why you being mean?
Hey, we love you, kid.
Hey, we love you.
He said he's a product of sodomy and he's proud.
It's not rape if you enjoy it.
See that?
He just not good at cooking.
Bunch of Donald Trump incest children.
Are the buses here yet? Where are the buses?
After nearly an hour of enduring the verbal attack, the boys asked their chaperone if they could perform one of their pep rally chants to drown out the hate group. The chant attracted the attention of a group of Native Americans led by veteran activist Nathan Phillips. Though Mr. Phillips later claimed he was trying to get to the Lincoln Monument, he bypassed the most direct and unobstructed pathway and went straight to where the Covington boys were standing.
Look at the hats. Look at our Make America Great Again hat.
They began to celebrate by chanting and dancing to the beat. Is it possible that the boys saw the Native Americans as allies, stepping in to help drown out the Israelites?
There was a group of over 200 young, angry white men, and they were facing down just 4 black individuals. And it was coming to a point where a snap of the finger could have caused them kids to descend on those 4 individuals.
What the hell is going on here? Now this is a peace circle? Ain't gonna be no peace until blood is shed.
Why you being mean?
Get out!
When I went in front of that mob and what appeared to be their prey, all that hate and anger transferred to me. And the images were the same images that I seen on the folks that were doing the lynchings, and the scorns and the scowls that were on the pictures there. That's what these young people's faces looked like. It was scary.
It was this moment that many feel the boys crossed the line and began mocking the Native Americans by doing a move known to sports fans as the tomahawk chop. Mr. Phillips began moving to his right, down a line of boys, eventually stopping face to face with Nick Sandman. The young man remained where he had already been standing, placing his undivided attention on Mr. Phillips, who never once tried to move beyond him. It's worth noting that Nick Sandman was standing on a higher stair, making his small size appear much larger than he actually is.
We are hearing from a Native American elder and Vietnam War veteran speaking to CNN after a disturbing viral video shows a group of teens harassing and mocking him in the nation's capital.
The Native elder was identified as Nathan Phillips, a member of the Omaha Nation and a Vietnam vet.
Phillips describes the tense moments now being replayed over and over again online when a young man got right in his face. Watch.
That was when they surrounded us. And that's when I realized the dangerous situation I was in. And I couldn't go left, I couldn't go right, we couldn't go back without running into this mob. When that young man blocked my retreat, he put himself in front of me. So I stopped and I thought, okay, I'm gonna take another step, but he wouldn't move. I took another step, he wouldn't move.
You feel you were blocked?
Oh, I was blocked.
You mentioned that the youth kept chanting, build the wall. Now, this is astounding, given the fact that you, a Native American, and yet they're chanting, build the wall.
It makes little sense to angrily chant, build the wall, to a population with literally 0 illegal immigrants who were here long before we were.
After watching every video posted from that day from every possible angle, I've yet to see or hear one Covington kid utter those words. I did, however, find a clip of the Israelites saying this.
Well, look at these dirty ass crackers.
Build that wall.
Can't stand in the damn sun for 5 minutes.
That wall. Why you don't build the damn wall?
And as you can see by now, this video absolutely debunks everything the media says. It exposes CNN for lying. It exposes the defamation, and it exposes Nathan Phillips as a con man. Now, I'll leave a link to this video down in the description. You know, it's absolutely amazing to me that we live in a society where the mainstream media for so long, for so very long, has attacked people, lied about people, and basically ruined lives. It has to stop. That's why I'm glad that this preservation letter's out. I'm glad that they're possibly going to sue, and I think they should. They completely have a case. They also lie that Nathan Phillips is a Vietnam vet.
There has been some question about the nature of your military service, and this is a good chance to clear it up. Some have said that you were a Vietnam veteran. I don't believe you have said that. What exactly is the nature of your service?
What I've always said is I've never stepped foot in South Vietnam.
I'm a Vietnam vet, and I served in Marine Corps 72 to 76. I don't talk much about my Vietnam times.
When I come home, those times.
Anyways, you know, it's all out there. It's all being completely exposed, and I'm glad. Hopefully, the mainstream media falls from its goddamn pedestal, and all of the people who constantly attack and attack and attack get what's coming to them. They should all be sued. They should all be sued for libel and defamation. It's not the first time. A lot of these crazy celebrities and people, especially on Twitter, have attacked and defamed so many people. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. Let me know what you think about this. I'm just glad that something is finally being done, and all of these media giants and famous people are finally going to face some consequences. I really hope that they sue. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.